So this is a much quieter museum. This is like the children's section, youth section, I think it said. But it kind of has the same information as the rest of the museum does. I think this area just focuses on to what children might have been experiencing. I got here, I had about an hour. I'm not sure if they're going to chase us all out. There's still a lot of people in here, but much different. This is a resistance museum here in Amsterdam, not like the that uprising museum in Warsaw that I wanted to go to, that I went to. That was just so chaotic. This is a much different feel. Some of the information is, wow, they do a really good job in here. I'm gonna take a nap on that bed. Some of the information is, I don't want to say redundant and repetitive in a negative way. Oh, that kind of freaked me out when I looked. I saw that. Oh, Jesus. Now that freaked me out. This place is first the face freaked me out, but then when I got towards the door, the doorbell started ringing. I guess this is like saying, hey, you know, this is when they're coming to get people. Well, that should say it right there, Nazi searches. So I'm going to actually listen to a little bit of the dialogue here. There's still so much more to this museum, but this is the Resistance Museum in Amsterdam that I recommend, highly recommend this one. But I also say give yourself about 2 hours. You go in here. Yeah, this is, wow, this is kind of cool. There's nobody in here. In hiding. There was this one thing I was watching that was had people hiding like in pianos. They would gut out pianos. Of course, I went to the Anne Frank house earlier today. This is for little kids and it's freaking me out. So here's a little hiding area as an example in a tiled wall. Oh, I can't believe I'm the only one in here. Looks like this would have been a hiding area in some attic space. I'm waiting for something to pop out. It's like a haunted house over here. Hold on, let me see what this happens. It's gonna do something, I know it. Jeez, you can get lost in this place. Emergency exit only. This one says slide to open. That's a maze. All right, I'm gonna check this out. This is really freaking me out. I have no idea where I'm at. Okay. Now I'm back. I'm gonna go through that again after I got done doing the camera shots. That was pretty cool. It's like a front of a bomber here. Let's see what this shows. Yeah, so a little kid can pretend he's at the cockpit. The lights go on. All right, I'm gonna turn this off for now and check some of this stuff out. This is kind of cool. Okay, this is no joke. I'm not joking. They just turned off all the lights and all the sounds, and I'm in this child's area, and I can't get out. They have all these doors. Emergency exit, no exit. There's a Jeep in here. I can't hear anybody. I'm gonna get locked in here. Okay, this is an area I haven't seen. Oh, jeez. I can't figure out how to get out of here. There's nobody here. There's a lot still to see too. All the screens are down. I should have come here earlier today. I like this museum. Well, I made it out of the museum, obviously. I just walked out a few seconds ago. It was kind of crazy trying to get out of that children's section because they had all these trap doors for an example, but I couldn't find my way out. I was just listening. I could hear people talking on the other side of these walls. So I just kept following the walls, but the lights kept systematically going off and they started shutting off the videos. And I didn't want to start yelling, hey, hello, hello, hello. I didn't want to do that. So anyways, I just missed my tram to my next objective, which is going to be a really meaningful one for me. And you guys will find out why in a second. But I highly recommend that museum. Give yourself at least 2 hours. There's not a long line, nothing to buy a ticket in advance, not like the Anne Frank house. If you're gonna, this was also a good additive to the Anne Frank house because it talked more about many different people here in Amsterdam that were using different types of hiding spaces, whether they be secret rooms or within furniture underground, under floorboards, items they would hide from the Germans. Even people who were not Jewish, they would still have to hide stuff from the Germans. So this was a really good add-on museum in conjunction to what you get from the Concentrated Anne Frank Museum. So if your time's limited and you're like me and you're tracing any kind of World War II history or Holocaust history, I would recommend the Anne Frank #1. Once you secure those tickets, work this one in before or after. Unfortunately, hour wasn't enough. I got there about an hour before closing, but as you guys saw, 5 o'clock comes, they started shutting everything down and I had to find my way out. So, but most of the stuff was repetitive and reinforced what I had seen before. I just liked the way it was presented. It was a very quiet environment, very methodical on how you worked around. It's only one floor, so very accessible for anybody who might have a disability, whereas the other one was multiple floors. And on that note, I'll also say, when it comes to the Anne Frank house, anyone that has any kind of limited walking factor, you're not going to be able to go because there's nothing that's going to help you, whether you're slow walking or you're in a wheelchair or crutches or have a foot injury. There's a lot of narrow passages and stairs. All right, so I'll see you on my next one. But yeah, that was the Resistance, the Amsterdam Resistance Museum, I think it's called. If I don't have that title right, it'll be in the title block of the video. Take care.